Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? Good morning to all my beautiful brothers and sisters worldwide. Buenos dias. You know me as Judah Ben. Shout out to all my beautiful Hispanic sisters worldwide. Feel me? This is another edition of this is day 4 and 5 of the Plant vs. Benavidez, March 25th, the 10-day countdown. Feel me? I wasn't able to go live yesterday. Yesterday was a Sabbath. I planned on going live last night, but your boy was tired. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a two-part. I'm gonna do a two-part live today. But yeah, son, let's get into it. It's been a lot of news going on this week regarding Plant versus Benavidez. I know a lot of y'all recently saw. There's been a lot of brothers in the TWT putting out this recently of Cater Plant apparently getting kicked out of a boxing gym, which is all true. But I just want to say this. The video that they put up, the footage of that video, that's from a couple years ago. That's not recent. That was his old boxing gym. His pops got a boxing gym, I believe. DLX, I think DLX. That's his pops joint. So he been on DLX for a while. That video of Plant getting kicked out, that's old. That's like 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I mean? But it's still somewhat new. But it's old. You know what I mean? That's old footage. But at the same time, it happened. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I want to say real quick. It's situations like this. It's situations like this with Plant that make him look very vulnerable, and it make him look shiesty. It make him look weak. It make him look funny. You know what I mean? And if you notice recently, just this past week alone, Plant has been on some weird bullshit, like like online with the Twitter chick when he went off on the chick on Twitter. Like he just straight went off. All she said to him was, "It's just bigger fighters at 168 that punch harder than him." And this man straight went clean off. He went clean off on this lady, and not just her. He went off on a few chicks, and they was all black. They was all black women. You feel like I think one of them might have been white or Asian. One of them. But majority of them was sisters. And it's like, I just want to say to the brothers and some of the sisters real quick, because there's a lot of sisters reading for Plant also. Yo, is this y'all hero? Is this who y'all gunning for? Is this who y'all protecting? Is this who you rooting for? It's like, come on, man. Like, Plant is out here looking extra goofy, with more goofy on top. He out here looking straight bonkers out here. And it's ridiculous, son. Like, I don't understand. See, what it is about me, one of the main things that helped me decide and pick a certain fighter who I go with is that character. Your character is key. Your character got to be A+. Your everyday lifestyle, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak to the public, the way you handle reporters when they mouthing off and saying stuff out of pocket. It's certain things about fighters and people in life who I follow. The way they carry themselves is the first thing I look at before I start to follow and, you know what I mean, and support them. And the main thing I've seen from Cater Plant is, all I've seen from this man is trolling, a lot of Twitter fingers, and a lot of shit talking. And he tried to flip it, and he tried to flip the narrative on the person who he's doing it to, just like in that tweet where he tweeted the chick. He tried to make it seem like it was her fault. And then he started talking all this shit about, you don't know where I come from. I come from the trenches. I come from nothing. And you know what I mean? Like he don't even know this trick, where she come from, what her struggle was, or what she do. And it's like, it's pure, like, from what I saw him say on that, in that tweet, like, bitches do that. That's female. That's a female trait. He started naming all the shit he got and saying what she don't got, comparing his money to her money. I'm like, nigga, are you serious? And then this niggas out here rooting for that. This niggas out here cheering for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's beyond crazy to me, son. Like, oh man, it's all about your character. If your character is not A1, I can't mess with you. And that's what I'm saying, son. It's situations like this that determine certain factors for me. And what's been going on from this past week with Plant, I mean, I already had Benavidez, knocking him out since they announced the fight, since before they announced the fight. But this just made Caleb Plant look a whole lot worse. He looked fucking horrible right now. And from his actions, he know he's going to lose. That's why he going off on everybody. He know he about to get messed up next week. We less than a week away, y'all. Man, yo, we are less than a week away from Plant versus Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? And yo, I want to say this too. Shout out to Jose Benavidez Sr. because, yo, if it hadn't been for the animal instinct and the animalistic mentality of the Benavidez family, this fight wouldn't have got made. If it hadn't been, let's say, with all the ridiculous requests that Caleb Plant asked for in this fight, remember he wanted the 22.5-foot ring, he wanted the blue corner, he wanted to be announced as the champion, he wanted to be announced last as the champ. You know what I mean? David Benavidez Sr. And I was saying this to my girl, and I was saying this too. Had Team Benavidez disagreed to one of those objections, Caleb Plant would have said no. He wouldn't have signed the contract. They put out all those ridiculous requests because they thought Team Benavidez was going to say no. But see, it shocked them when they said, we don't care about that, we'll sign it. It shocked them. That's why Plant is doing all this weird trolling and doing all this weird movement right now. It's obvious. Trust me, I know people. I know how people move. I've been, man. Trust me. This is obviously a man who is scared. He's spooked. He don't know what's going to happen to him. He don't know whether if he going to get knocked out early. He don't know whether if he going to get knocked out mid-fight. He don't know whether if he going to get knocked out through a third of the fight. Or he don't even know if he just going to get his ass mauled and beat for 12 rounds. He don't know what's going to happen. So he's reacting out of character. Caleb Plant is acting like a dead man walking. He acting like his death date is coming. Caleb Plant is out here walking around acting like the government or the mafia got a hit on his ass and they told him what day and he getting prepared for it. He just doing a whole lot of bullshit. And from the way Caleb Plant has been acting, it sort of reminds me of Billy Joe Saunders. It reminds me of Billy Joe Saunders, and it reminds me of Jake Paul. Caleb Plant is on Jake Paul time right now. He got Jake Paul energy. This nigga is bugging. And y'all niggas is bugging if you rooting for this. But you know what? That's Negro here or there. Stick to who you got. Keep that same energy come March 25th. Don't be trying to flip flop and say, "Oh, I always knew Benavidez." I don't want to hear that bull. I don't want to hear none of that. Keep that same energy come March 25th, and that's how we rock it. I'm gonna keep this shit on. Like I said, we're gonna double back, and we're gonna do day 5. This is day 4 because I didn't do it yesterday. So right now, this is day 4. This is day 4 live. I'm gonna spin the block. I'm gonna double back, and we're gonna do day 5 in a couple hours. But I'm gonna keep this up. So the comments is open. The chat line is open. Uh, if you wanna play back, if you wanna go back and replay this to get, you know what I mean, to hear the beginning, feel free. Be my guest. You know what I mean? This TWT, we in here. Shout out to the family. I love y'all. You know what time it is. You know what I mean? And that's how we rocking, son. But I'm gonna end this first live. That's it. We're gonna spin the block and double back. We're gonna be right back. We'll be black after these messages. But yo, I'm gonna keep the chat line open. 100. Any old she's walking home in the street without any shoes. Come on.
It's the beat. You hear it in the street sometimes. Blare it in your Jeep so your people can stare at the rhymes. Real rhymes, not your everyday hologram. Even when rentals touch, you never swallow a ham. You rather eat a sandwich salad. You might need salt like your man's bland ballad. A lot of stuff happens that the news won't tell you. Blues on L juice, smooths all hell loose. Break it, take it like the good, the bad, the ugly.